Hello students, in our last video we have discussed about how to draw the graph of the linear equation in two variables, and we have solved some questions based on that. Now again we are going to start with the same topic. Let us solve some more questions of the graph. So our next question is, we have given a question, draw the graph of equation 2x plus y equal to 6 and 2x minus y plus 2 equal to 0. Okay, draw the graph of these two equations, 2x plus y equal to 6 and 2x minus y plus 2 equal to 0. Then shade the region bounded by these two graphs. Shade the region bounded by these two graphs and x-axis. These two graphs and x-axis, and find the area of shaded region. Find the area of shaded region. Okay, so this is our question. So we have to draw the graph of these two equations. Then we have to shade the area between these two graphs and x-axis. And then we have to find the area of that particular shaded region. So let us start. Our first equation is 2x plus y equal to 6. So in our last video we have discussed how to plot the graph. We will form a table. We will take the values of x and y and plot them. So let us draw the table first. You can draw the graph by only two values. So first value I am taking x equal to 0. If we put x equal to 0, then y will be equal to 6. And if you put y equal to 0, then x will be equal to 3. So these are two values, x equal to 0, then y equal to 6, x equal to 3, then y equal to 0. Means these are two ordered pair which we have to plot on the Cartesian coordinate system. So these are the coordinates of first graph. Then coming to the second, it is 2x minus y plus 2 is equal to 0. So again drawing the table for this particular equation. So let us take x and y. Again taking x equal to 0. If we put x equal to 0, then what will be the value of y? This will be 0. Minus y will be equal to minus 2. So y will be equal to 2. And if we put y equal to 0, then 2x will be equal to minus 2. So x will be equal to minus 1. These are the two ordered pair for this equation. Okay. Now we have to draw the graph of both the equations. So this is our x-axis, this is y-axis, this is origin, negative x-axis that is x dash, and negative y-axis that is y dash. Now let us take the points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. On y-axis it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 and minus 6. Again it is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 and minus 6. So I told you first we have to draw the graph of first equation, then we will move to the second equation. So first the ordered pair is 0 and 6. We can write the ordered pair 0, 6. Here you write 0, 6 and 0, 6 and 3, 0. These are two ordered pair. So where is the point 0, 6? X equal to 0, then y equal to 6. Means this is the point 0, 6. Here. Then second is 3, 0. So x equal to 3 and y equal to 0. It means this is the point 3, 0. This is 3, 0. So if you join both of these points, then this will be a straight line and we can extend it on both the side. So this is the graph of first equation. We will write the equation here. The equation is 2x plus y is equal to 6. This is the graph of first equation. Clear? Now we will move to the second equation. Here the coordinates are 0 and 2. At x equal to 0, y is 2. That means 0, 2. So first we have to plot 0, 2. Where will be 0, 2? It is 0 and 2. So this will be the point 0, 2. And second ordered pair is minus 1, 0. So where will be minus 1, 0? This is minus 1 and on this axis, this is minus 1, 0. This is the point. So if we join both of these points, and extend on both the side, so this is a straight line which is the graph of second equation. So we can write the equation on this particular line. This will be 2x minus y plus 2 equal to 0. Okay, so these are our two lines of these two equations. These are the two graphs of both the equation. Now what is the question? We have completed the graph. We have drawn both the graphs. Now what is asked in the question? Shade the region bounded by these two graphs and x-axis. We have to shade the region between these two graphs and x-axis. So what is the region between these two graphs? This is the first graph, first line. This is our second line, and we have to plot between these two lines and x-axis. It means this is our x-axis. So we have to shade the region in between these three lines. First line, second line, and third line is the x-axis. So we have to shade the region between those three lines. Then this region will be this particular region. This is forming a triangle. So you can find this point of intersection also. When you will plot this graph on the graph paper, then you will get the exact value of this point. I think it should be 1, 4. This point will be 1, 4, the point of intersection. And when we will shade this region, then this will be the shaded region like this. You will shade it on your graph paper. So we can consider this point as point A, this is point B, and this is point C, which is forming a triangle ABC. Okay, now we have to find the area of this shaded region. Then how will you find the area of this shaded region? Now we have to find area of shaded region. It is equal to area of triangle ABC. And we know what is the area of triangle. It is a half base into height. So what will be the area of triangle ABC? Half. What is the base of this triangle? Base is BC. And what is height? Height is always perpendicular height, or we can say altitude. So this will be the perpendicular height. This is a right angle. If you draw this line, then it will be a right angle. So this will be the altitude or the height. And what is this height? This length is 4 unit. Okay, so this is 4. Half BC into 4. And what is the length of BC? From origin to point C, it is 3. This length is 3 and this length is 1. So the total length will be 3 plus 1, that will be 4. Okay, don't subtract. It is minus 1, but it is minus 1 is only the representation that it is lying on the left hand side. But what will be the total length of this side BC? This will be 3 plus 1, so it will be 4. So we will get the value half into 4 into 4. This will be cancelled out. So area will be 8 square unit. Area of this shaded region will be 8 square unit. This will be your answer. Okay, got it? So these type of questions are very important. Whenever you have to plot the graph of two equations and you have to find the area between those two graphs and x-axis, or it may be y-axis also. If in the same question, the question was that find the area of the shaded shade the region bounded by the lines and y-axis. If we have to shade the region between these two graph and y-axis, then which region we will consider? This is our first line, this is second line, and this is y-axis. Then we will take this particular region. If we mark it as A, this may be ABC, this is D, and this point as E. Then we will consider triangle ADE. We will solve it in the next question. So this is our first question. Note it down. Very important question. Now let us take another question. We have given, draw the graph of equation x minus y equal to 1 and 2x plus y is equal to 8, and shade the region bounded by these two graphs. And now here it is not x-axis, it is y-axis. Only this much is the change in question. Draw the graph of these two equations, then shade the region bounded by these two graphs and y-axis, and find the area of shaded region. Okay, so the change is y-axis only. So let us start again the same question, only the change is of axis. The two graph, two lines and y-axis now we have to take. So let us start with the question. So first equation is x minus y is equal to 1. Now let us take, let us draw the table first. It is x and y. If we take x equal to 0, then y will be equal to minus 1. If we take y equal to 0, then x will be equal to 1. So these are two ordered pair for the first equation. Now take second equation. Second equation is 2x plus y is equal to 8. Again drawing the table for this, we will get x and y. If we take x equal to 0, then y is equal to 8. If we take y equal to 0, then x will be equal to 4. So these are two ordered pair for the second equation. Now let us plot the graph. X-axis, origin, negative x, then it is y-axis, and it is y dash. Now plot the point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. And again it is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Okay. The most important thing is that you have to write the scale on the graph. Each and every graph, you will write the scale at the top or at the bottom. Whatever scale you have considered, that you have to write on the graph. Otherwise, your marks will be deducted. Now, let us plot the point and draw the graph. So, the first ordered pair is 0, minus 1. First ordered pair is 0, minus 1. And second ordered pair is 1, 0. So, where will be 0, minus 1? X equal to 0. Y equal to minus 1. So this is our first point, 0 and minus 1. Then the second point is 1, 0. So this is our 1, 0 second point. Now if we join these 2 points, it is forming a straight line. We will extend it on both the side. So extending it on both the side. This is the line which is the graph of first equation. So write the equation on this line, x minus y is equal to 1. So this is the graph of first line, x minus y equals to 1. Okay. Now coming to the second graph, here the ordered pair are 0, 8 and 4, 0. So where is 0, 8? X equal to 0, then y equal to 8. This is 0, 8. And the second point is 4, 0. So x equal to 4 and y equal to 0. This is our second point for the second equation. Now joining these 2 points and extending it on both the sides. This is the graph of second equation. So we will write the equation on this line. The equation is 2x plus y is equal to 8. This is our second graph. Okay, now we have to shade the region bounded by these two graph and y-axis. In the previous question, it was shade the region between two lines and x-axis. If it was x-axis, then we will take this particular region. But now in this case, it is y-axis. So what is the region between two graph and y-axis? This is our first graph. This is our second graph, and this is y-axis. It means this will be the region between both the graphs and the y-axis. This will be the region. We can mark it as point A, point B, and point C. So ABC is the region between both the graphs and y-axis. Okay. Now we have to find area of this particular region. It is again forming a triangle ABC. So when you will plot the graph exactly on the graph paper, you will get the coordinate of point A. You already know the coordinate of point B. It is 0, 8. Coordinate of point C, it is 0, -1. But you will get the coordinate of point A, exact coordinate, by the graph paper. It will be the point of intersection of both the lines. So you will get this point A. I think this point should be 3, 2. This is 3 and 2. When you will plot it on the graph paper, then this point will be 3, 2. Here, now you have to find area of shaded region. So area of shaded region, it will be equal to area of triangle ABC. Now what will be the area of triangle ABC? It is half base into height. Now if we take BC as base again, then it will be half into base BC into height. Now what will be the height in this case? If you draw the line, then it will be a perpendicular distance. So it will be the perpendicular height. And what is this length? It is, we have already discussed in coordinate geometry, the distance of a point from y-axis is the x coordinate, and distance of a point from x-axis is the y coordinate. So this point is A. The distance, perpendicular distance from y-axis is the x coordinate. It means this distance will be 3. So half into base is BC and height, that is perpendicular distance, is 3. So again putting these values, half into, what is the value of BC? B to origin, it is 8 and 1 unit down also. It means this is the total length of BC, which is 8 and 1 in the downward direction. It will be 9 unit. So it will be half into 9 into 3. That will be 27/2, which will be 13.5 square unit. This will be the area of the shaded region, 13.5 square unit. Okay, so these two questions are very important. These are generally asked in the examination also in your class 9th, as well as these questions you will study in class 10th also. So this is very important topic. Note it down. So these all were the questions based on graph. We have discussed some question in the last video, and these are some important questions which we have discussed today. Now coming to the next type of questions. Now we have given a question. Give the equations of two lines. Give the equations of two lines passing two lines passing through 1 comma 2. Give the equations of two lines passing through 1 comma 2, and how many such lines are possible. How many such equations are possible. Okay, so this is a different type of question. So let us start with this question. How will you solve this question? We have to find two equations which passes through point 1 comma 2. Means we have to find the equation of those two lines which passes through the point 1 comma 2. Okay, so as we know, the general form of linear equation is ax plus by plus c equals to 0. This is the general form of linear equation in two variables, and the graph of linear equation in two variables is a straight line. It means the lines which we are talking about, those lines will be of this particular form, ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Okay, now these lines are passing through point 1 comma 2. It means x is equal to 1 and y equal to 2 we have given. So we can write it as ax plus by plus c is equal to, if we put x equal to 1, then it will be 1a, plus if we put y equal to 2, then it will be 2b plus c. Okay, this particular line will be of this form. If the line is passing through 1 comma 2, then putting x equal to 1, y equal to 2, the line will be of this form. 1a plus 2b plus c equal to 0. Then this c and c will be cancelled out. So we can write it as ax plus by is equal to a plus 2b, which will be equal to 0. It means we have got a condition that whenever a straight line is passing through the point 1 comma 2, then this will be the relation between a and b. Ax plus by, it will be equal to a plus 2b by putting x equal to 1 and y equal to 2, because this is the point from which the line is passing. Okay, now the first and the most important condition which we have discussed when we studied about the straight line, or when we studied about the linear equation in two variables, that is ax plus by plus c equal to 0, we have discussed that a and b cannot be 0 simultaneously. This was the main condition of linear equation in two variables. Means both a and b cannot be 0 simultaneously, and a and b can take any value. A and b can be any real number. A and b can take any value. That means a and b can be any real number. Okay, so now if we put the values of a and b, if we take any value of a and b, let a is equal to 2, b is equal to 5. We have taken this value randomly. Let a is equal to 2 and b equals to 5. Then by putting these values in this equation, let us consider it as equation number 1. Then we will get 2x plus 5y is equal to a plus 2b. That will be 2 plus 2 into 5. So it will be 12. So we will get an equation 2x plus 5y is equal to 12. This is our first equation. And what is this equation representing? This is the equation of a straight line which will pass from the point 1 comma 2. You can check it that this equation, the line formed by this equation will be passed from 1 comma 2 or not. You can simply check it by putting these values. If you put x equal to 1 and y equal to 2, then it will be putting, this is just for verification. You have not to show it in the question. I am just telling you for the verification only. So putting x equal to 1 and y equal to 2, then we will get 2 into 1 plus 5 into 2 on the left hand side. Left hand side it will be 2 into 1 plus 5 into 2. So it will be equal to 1 plus 2 plus 10, that will be equal to 12, which is equal to right hand side. It means 1 comma 2, this point is lying on this particular line, or we can say this line is passing from the point 1 comma 2. So it is our first answer. But we have to give two equations. So we can take another value, we can take any value of a and b, but a and b cannot be simultaneously 0. They can take any value, any real number. So let us take another value. Let a is equal to 5. Any value we can take. Let a equals to 5 and b equal to 7. Then what will be the equation? This will be 5x plus 7y is equal to 5 plus 2 into 7. That will be 19. So the second equation is 5x plus 7y equals to 19. This is our second equation and this is also our answer. You can also verify it. If you put x equal to 1, this will be 5 plus 14 is equal to 19. LHS will be equal to RHS. So these are the two equations which are passing from the point 1 comma 2. Now the next part is how many such equations are possible. So how many equations can be possible? Infinite equation may be possible because we can take infinite values of a and b. This is the main condition. In this particular condition, we can put infinite values of a and b because a and b both are real numbers. They cannot be simultaneously 0, but can take any value between minus infinity to plus infinity. So the second answer will be how many solutions are possible? Infinite equations are possible. Infinite equations are possible for such condition. Okay, so it is a different type of question. Note it down. Now coming to the next question. Determine the point on the graph of equation point on the graph of the equation 2x plus 5y is equal to 19, whose ordinate is 1.5 times its abscissa. One and a half times its abscissa. Okay. So now this is our question. The point on the graph of this equation whose ordinate is 1.5 times its abscissa. So in such type of questions, there is a confusion that whether you have to draw the graph or not. So we have to just find what we have to find: the point on the graph of the equation. This equation whose ordinate is this times of the abscissa. So as we all know that the graph of the linear equation in two variables is a straight line. Okay, and what condition we have given? We have given ordinate is equal to 1.5 times of abscissa, and we know what is ordinate. Ordinate means y coordinate, and what is the meaning of abscissa? Abscissa means x coordinate. So we have given the condition ordinate is 1.5 times its abscissa. It means y is equal to 1.5 times of x, or we can write y is equal to 3 by 2x. This condition is given to us. We have given this condition, y is equal to 3 by 2x. Okay. Now we have to find the point on the graph of this equation. So we have to find a point. It means we have to find the ordered pair, or we have to find the value of x and y. What is the meaning of point on the Cartesian system? It is an ordered pair. So we have to find an ordered pair whose ordinate is 3 by 2 times of its abscissa, but for this particular line. So we need not to draw the graph of this line. We will solve it mathematically. Simply we have to put the value of y in this equation. The equation is given 2x plus 5y is equal to 19. Okay, and this condition is given for this particular line. Means on this line the y coordinate is 3 by 2 times of x coordinate. So by putting the values we will get 2x plus 5 into, at the place of y we will put 3 by 2x is equal to 19. Taking LCM, it will be 2. We will get 4x plus 15x is equal to 19. So it will be 19x is equal to 38, or the value of x will be equal to 2. So we get the x coordinate of that point whose ordinate is 1.5 times of the abscissa on this particular line. So x is equal to 2 we have got. Now again putting the value of x in this equation, so y will be equal to 3 by 2x, which will be equal to 3 by 2 into 2. This 2 and 2 will be cancelled out. So y will be equal to 3. It means our answer is, we got the answer is 2 comma 3. This is our answer. Ordered pair, this is x and y, that is 2 comma 3. This is the ordered pair at which the ordinate will be 1.5 times of the abscissa. Okay, so this is our answer. So these questions are solved just by putting these values. No need to draw the graph. Okay, note it down. Now the next question. Which you have to remember also, the graph of y equal to x and y equal to minus x, because these graph will be used in our next topic. So I am just telling you, draw the graph of equation. First equation is y equal to x and second equation is y is equal to minus x. We have to draw the graph of these two equations. So this is the general equation. This is not written in the general form of linear equation. If we can convert it, or we can directly plot the graph also. So if we take first equation is y equal to x. So if we plot the table, if you draw the table for this particular equation, then it will be x and y. Taking x equal to 0, y is 0. Taking x equal to 1, y is 1. Taking x equal to 2, y is 2. Taking x minus 1, y will also be minus 1. So these are the ordered pair for the first equation. Then for second equation, y is equal to minus x, we will get, this is x and y, x 0, y 0, x equal to 1, y minus 1, x 2, y minus 2, x minus 1, then y will be plus 1. So these are the ordered pair for the second equation, y equal to minus x. Now if we have to plot the graph, so this is x-axis and y-axis, negative x, x dash, this is y dash, and this is our origin. So taking the points 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3. Now the first ordered pair is 0, 0 for the first equation. 0, 0 is this point. Then second point is 1, 1. So x equal to 1 at x, y equal to also 1. Then next point is 2, 2. This will be our next point, 2, 2. Then it is minus 1, minus 1. So this will be minus 1, minus 1. So if we join all these points, then it will also form a straight line which is passing through the origin, and this is the straight line. So you have to just remember it. Whenever you have given y equal to x, then y equal to x is always a straight line which is passing through the origin, and this angle will always be 45 degree. You will study about this angle in your later classes, but this angle will be 45 degree, and this will also be a straight line. This is the equation of y equal to x. If you have given y equal to 2x, y equal to 3x, y equal to 4x, if you have not given any constant term, you have just given the relation between y and x, then that particular line will always pass from the origin and it will be a straight line. If it is y equal to x, then it will pass from just middle, that is angle 45 degree. If it is y equal to 2x, then angle will not be 45, angle will change, but the line will be a straight line passing through the origin. Okay. Now if you plot the second line y equal to minus x, then how it will be? The first point 0, 0, it will be the same. Second point 1, minus 1. So 1 and minus 1. This is 1, minus 1. Then next is 2, minus 2. This is 2, minus 2. Then minus 1, 1. This is minus 1, 1. If we join all these points, then it is again a straight line, but on the opposite axis, or we can say the mirror image of first line. This is y equal to x, so this is just inverted. This point is coming to this point, and this point is coming to this point. Both the lines are mirror image of each other. So y equal to x is a straight line passing through the origin, and y equal to minus x is also a straight line passing through the origin. So you have to remember these two lines whenever you have given a question. Then no need to write this table again and again. You can just form the equation directly. You can draw the graph directly. Okay. So these were some important questions which we have discussed today. The starting two questions were very important. Now in the next video, in the next class, we will discuss about the equations of lines which are parallel to x-axis, parallel to y-axis, equation of x-axis, equation of y-axis, and then we will proceed further with the word problems based on these linear equation in two variables. Okay, so till then you have to revise all these topics and solve the questions based on these particular topics.